All right, so how can I help you today?
So I actually have I have a question about strategy when it comes down to larger variation setups. So I have a client who sells Mil-spec Paracord, and they have
Beautiful listing, by the way. The main image showing all the colors and the variations are sexy. Now the question becomes, should this be a dual parentage? Set yourself up.
so for the Paracord. So a quick brief story. There's multiple different tensile strengths. Their two best sellers are the 550-pound tensile strength and the 750-pound tensile strength. They have multiple variations when it comes down to color and size. So length. So my question is, because this is a two-step parentage,
Which I dislike.
which you dislike, with there being over 100 variations within this parentage, but it gives the consumer options. Should the size go before the color, and then the color be in the drop down to clean it up a little bit?
Absolutely not. So if you make any change to this parentage, the only change I would recommend is to separate size out entirely and just have color. So you've already indicated that two of the sizes have most of the sales. So what I want to know is the conversion rate for this page. If it's below 10%, I'm going to recommend we break the parentage. But we need to know the conversion rate. So 7%. Unit session. I wish they'd just call it conversion rate. Sometimes it's a little confusing. All right, so unit session percentage. That's B2B versus regular.
Yeah, so we're
it's
7
low.
to 6%, and
it's
then
low.
Yeah, it's low. And
I
then
think
that
break the parentage.
Yeah, the 550 is the better seller, and then the 750 is technically the priority. And their listings are almost are pretty much mirrored, other than the fact of the tensile strength.
So here's what I would do. The fact that people have to click on the size drop down is hurting the conversion rate. By how much, I can only speculate, but I'm going to hypothesize 2.5%. So if you times their sales by 2.5%, we may increase their sales by that much by the conversion rate, right? So what are the current sales?
So current sales, so if we'll just look at year to date. Backstory behind this, they actually were pushing over 300,000 to 400,000 a quarter, and they ended up getting involved with a agency prior that had recommended a GS1 UPC change, and it went the wrong way. And so they lost all ranking. They're pretty much starting from rock bottom.
Due to UPC changes?
So we haven't touched anything with UPC changes for them right now. This did happen.
What did the last agency do that you or they think caused the problem?
We using Keepa and Helium just to kind of look at overall like measurement metrics from the last 2 years, and from where they said that the drop happened. What I believe happened is when they went to do the UPC change and they went to do the SKU merge, or they went to merge the listings, that they merged the wrong listing into the new one.
I could buy that theory. That makes sense to me.